Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You're joining me in the office and it's nearly 1:30 in the UK right now. It's Saturday. Just got finished up with my ASR and the process 2 out of 3 market breakdown. But in terms of ASR, I took 3 positions last week to start the month. So I took dollar CAD for plus 1.28%, closed that out nice in profit. Took euro dollar for a break even, and I took euro yen for a 0.5% loss. So yeah, happy with all trades. If there was one particular trade I could have avoided, it would have been euro yen. However, I have ASR'd it, I've taken away lessons, so yeah, some very key lessons learned from that trade, and yeah, good week overall. Pretty corrective week, but there's a lot of trades lining up for next week. I've also just finished up with my process 2 out of 3 market breakdown for next week. So my top 6 so far are, so I've got euro dollar short, pound dollar short, dollar CAD short, euro Aussie short, euro yen short, and Aussie yen short. So it's looking good. I may do a final filtering tomorrow. Obviously I do process 3 out of 3 on a Sunday, so it's going to be interesting to see if anything changes tomorrow morning when I do that. But yeah, structures are looking clean. Last week was a pretty corrective week. However, some of the structures that were lining up next week for last week, sorry, are lined up now for this coming week. So it's looking good. A lot of opportunities, especially lining up for obviously the first 2 weeks of Q3, so it's looking very nice. So yeah, ASR done and process 2 out of 3 done, so market breakdown done. So yeah, next week is looking good and I am ready. But yeah, in terms of this video, I wanted to film like a very quick video because basically I was setting goals this morning, and my daily goals, and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not actually sharing this on video. I've shared it on a couple of Instagram posts, but I've not actually shown people how I do it and why I do it, so I just wanted to share that very quickly. So I set daily goals for 2 main reasons. One is to keep track of my progress every single day, and number 2 is to see the small steps every single day to work towards my longer term goals. So that was the 2 reasons behind it. There's so many benefits to doing daily goals. I know I've definitely felt them over the past 11-12 months since I've been implementing it. You've got to understand that your subconscious mind is very powerful, and when you get in the habit of ticking off goals every single day, that is very powerful because you kind of believe over time that you can just achieve anything, right? So say for example, if you set 5 daily goals, a minimum of 5 daily goals every single day, which I do, and you tick every single one of those off each and every day during the week, right? By the end of the week, you're going to have 35 goals ticked off, when 99% of the population haven't even ticked off a goal, maybe 1, 2. What's scary to me is that 95% of the population don't even set goals. So it's pretty crazy, and it's crazy how big of an impact it actually has on your performance during the day and your track towards your longer term goals. So setting daily goals is very powerful. It creates confidence, it creates very powerful belief in yourself, and when you match that up to actually bigger goals, when you write down those huge goals on paper as you develop in your journey, then when you write it, it's a strange feeling. When you write it down, it's kind of, yeah, it's weird. You already know as if you're going to achieve it, and I didn't actually feel that before, and I'm kind of getting to that stage now where if I write something down on paper, I kind of subconsciously know that I'm going to achieve it, and that's purely from daily goals, ticking off those goals every single day, and it becomes a natural habit to just tick, 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 and if you don't tick a goal off, then it's like an urge. You really want to tick it off eventually. So yeah, it's very powerful. A couple of videos ago, I actually mentioned that I was very close to actually ticking the rest of my Q2 goals off, and there were 2. So I want to show you now. I actually managed to tick those off. So one was to hit 1k subs on YouTube, and then the other one was 15k on Instagram. And it was kind of like a big goal at the start of Q2, and it all comes down to daily goals. Like I post every single day, like work on content for YouTube, although it's not been as much. Like it is those daily goals, that daily habit of just setting goals and just achieving it over and over. So I want to show you guys now. So if I show you inside my journal, so I've got a journal there, these are old journals, That's my daily journal, and then we have my goal setting journal. So I'll just show you those 2 goals very quickly, and then we'll get into some daily goals. So I've got You're At Your Own Future, signed it, and then this is where I tick them off. So I ticked it off at the end of March, and then I have 1k YouTube subs to tick off before the 30th of June 2018. I think I ticked it off a couple of days before, which is absolutely insane to tick off, and the same with this one, a couple of days before, 15k on Instagram. Again, not so focused on followers, I'm more focused on value. However, it is a nice milestone to hit on both of those platforms, so it's very good. So yeah, happy with that. But in terms of daily goals, let's flick through it now. If I just show you the journals, because from an outside perspective, you will actually know, how long I've actually been setting daily goals for. So I want to go into it a little bit now. So it started off in July 2017 when I started in this. Just grabbed a pen from, W.H. Smith, same as this. And then, yeah, you can see the date on that, 14th of the 6th, 2017. Started writing out my affirmations, that's where it really started. If we just flip to, let's say, this is July, so this time last year. So I've got values, my top 5 values, all there, my affirmations, and then I've got, no daily goals there, here we go, daily goals here. So I've got 8 daily goals there ticked off. Tick off all 8? Yeah, ticked off all 8, 5th of the 7th, 2017. And yeah, that's when I really first started getting into goal setting. As you can see, all the way back, I think. Yeah, I've got all daily goals there, and it leads into this one here. So I went from that one, and then I stepped up my game into a journal. So you can see journal, Michael Bamber, 2017. So if we look through this quickly, where does it start? Here we go. So these are all my daily goals. So you can see, 18th of December 2017. I've got daily goals there. Missed a goal there, but you can just see the consistency every single day. 17th, 16th. That was just every single day. November as well, and then that's just packed full of daily goals in that journal. Went from there right on to here. 2018, again, packed full of daily goals, and it's just absolutely epic to look back on this and just see the whole journey, because I've documented everything since July 2017, which is absolutely epic to see. And now, so I want to take you through how I actually set daily goals. So I sit down every single morning, and this is around about 6 a.m. So I have my coffee, do my morning routine, and I'll sit down to actually set my daily goals, right? So this is where it starts off. So if we go to, let's go to today so far. Yeah, today so far, so we are on the 7th of July 2018. So how I lay it out is basically the 5x5x5 rule, which I learned from Mark Hutchinson within Falcon, which is basically 5 daily goals, 5 lots of affirmations. I persist until it succeeds, and then sign it, because it's very powerful. Especially when you get that within your subconscious. And the same with here. So I have my 5 top daily values. So I've got growth, legacy, hardworking, passion, persistence, and then I've signed it and dated it as well. This is the 5x5x5 rule, and this is what I use, as you can see, every single day. I've actually set 7 goals here, so sometimes I will have 10 goals, sometimes I will have 5. It just depends on what I have to do that day. But that's what I do. So you can see today I've had weekly advanced self-review, reflection, Falcon recap. And then I had a push workout for shoulders, just got back from the gym about an hour ago, and then just ticked off that as well, process 2 of 3 market breakdown. So that's basically how I do things. It's like I said before, it's very powerful when you actually implement that into your daily life, and then just look back and see all the consistency of those daily goals being ticked off every day. So it's very powerful, and of course it's those small daily steps that lead to big results over time. So that's how I actually set daily goals. That's my layout, that's how I do it, and that's the reasons behind doing it. It's like I've mentioned it in a couple of videos, but I've never really dived into it as I have today. So I really wanted to show you guys the actual layout of how I do it and why I do it, and the reasons why it's so important. So definitely give it a go. You don't have to get a journal. This probably costs, you know, like 20 to 30 pounds. It's not a lot. Definitely worth it, because the thing is, you've got to treat your goals as, you know, serious. You've got to mean it when you write down. That's the reason I do it in a journal, and that's the reason I've sort of invested in a good pen. You can actually see I write my own future on there, if you can see it. Just a quote, just a daily reminder to myself that I can create my own future. And yeah, again, it doesn't have to cost a lot. You can write it down on paper, but I would recommend getting like a journal or something just to take it seriously. And yeah, it's sort of, you've got to think about it. If you've got big goals, do you really want to write those big goals down with, you know, like a very cheap pen and a journal? I personally don't. I would rather get a good pen, get a good journal. You know, it doesn't have to cost a lot. Mine doesn't cost a lot, and it's very powerful when you do that, because, you know, quality goals, you've got to have a quality pen and a quality journal, you know. So that's why I do it, and very powerful habit, and I definitely recommend getting into it. See how you go with it, and then document the whole journey. It's going to be absolutely incredible to actually look back on that in 3 months' time, when you're actually, you know, we've completed Q3 by then, and it's going to be absolutely awesome to look back in the progress and the whole journey. So yeah, just wanted to record a quick video, just explain my reasons behind actually doing it, why I do it, and why it's so important. So I hope you've taken value from that. Hope you like this style of video, like the behind the scenes sort of stuff like this. So yeah, have a good week next week. Let's kill our goals, and yeah, catch you guys in the next video.